Successful people, you are your greatest asset. Who are you really working for? It seems like a simple question, and most people would instinctively respond, I work for company X, or I work for my boss, or to pay the bills, or to survive another day. And that's not wrong, but it's only half the truth. If you pause and look deeper, you'll realize something far more important. The person you are truly working for is yourself. You don't work for your manager. You don't work for your paycheck. You work because every minute you invest into your job is a minute you're building yourself, your skills, your mindset, your experience, your network, and your personal growth. The unfortunate reality is that no one teaches us this in school. We are trained to become good employees, not masters of our own growth. We are taught to follow instructions, to wait for recognition, to stay within the system. And so, we enter the workforce with a limited mindset. Do just enough. Don't get scolded. Wait for promotions. Hope someone sees our effort. But we don't see work as a platform to evolve. I once met a man in Chicago working as a waiter in a small local diner. No college degree, barely fluent in English. But every time a customer walked in, he greeted them by name, remembered their preferences, and served with genuine warmth. To the outside world, he was just a waiter, but in his own mind, he was training his memory, perfecting his service skills, and learning human psychology. 3 years later, a customer helped him land a management job in a growing restaurant chain. He rose not because of luck, but because of the mindset with which he approached the smallest of tasks. The difference between success and mediocrity is rarely found in your starting point. It's found in how deeply you engage with where you are now, even if that's the lowest rung of the ladder. Successful people see every job as training, every boss as a test of resilience, every challenge as a growth opportunity. They don't need applause. They don't need a bonus to go the extra mile. They ask themselves one question every single day. What did I learn today? Did I become better than yesterday? Meanwhile, those who stay stagnant are always looking outward. They complain about the boss, the system, the hours. They think their lack of growth is because no one gave them a chance. No one saw their value. No one opened the right door. But the hard truth is this: they never saw themselves as an asset worth investing in. They believed they were just an employee, a pawn, a disposable worker. And the most dangerous part is, they believed that was true. Now imagine you're an investor. You have a stock called Myself Inc. Would you invest in it? Would you feed it with new knowledge, refine its skills, improve its habits, grow its brand? Or would you let it slowly devalue because you're too tired, too busy? What's the point anyway? Life always tracks your growth, even if no one else sees it. I knew a call center agent once. Her job was to answer basic inquiries. But instead of reading from a script like everyone else, she studied the product, practiced voice modulation, and read books on customer psychology. 2 years later, when the company launched a VIP client division, she was promoted, not because she had seniority, but because she had quietly built the expertise no one else had. Working a job isn't the problem. The problem is spending your whole life working for others, without ever realizing you're building your own future. A driver who just wants to get from point A to point B will always stay a driver. But a driver who uses spare time to study logistics, finance, marketing, that person might build a transport business one day. Every job can be your training ground if your mindset is growth. No one is born a CEO. Everyone you admire, every billionaire, artist, author, or innovator, began with something ordinary. Elon Musk once lived in a cramped apartment, working 20-hour days. Howard Schultz, former CEO of Starbucks, grew up in poverty, selling coffee machines before building a global empire. J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter in a cheap cafe because she couldn't afford heating at home. What's their common trait? They didn't resent their circumstances, they embraced them. They saw every hardship as a chapter in their evolution. They knew without a doubt they were their greatest asset. Working out of fear of being fired won't take you far. Working for a paycheck may keep you afloat. Working for passion might burn out. But working to invest in yourself, that's the mindset that guarantees lifelong success. From today, try asking yourself a new question every morning. What am I doing today to increase my personal value? And whenever you feel stuck, remind yourself, I'm not working for a boss. I'm working for the person I want to become. You can't control the global economy, your company's strategy, or your boss's attitude. But you can control your actions, your mindset, your learning speed, and your emotional strength, all of which stay with you, no matter where you go. You don't need venture capital. You don't need connections. You just need to believe that. You are the business. You are the investor. You are the asset. Thank you for listening to today's message. If this resonated with you, pass it on. Share it with someone who needs to hear it. And above all, ask yourself honestly, are you working for your future self or just working to survive another day? Start again, right where you are, with what you have. And never forget, you are the most valuable thing you'll ever own.